that's what happens. You'll get to see the rest of that. In just a minute. You're on the edge of your seat, I can tell. Ladies and gentlemen, you must have heard what happened. Please welcome Father Graham.
Arjay, good to be with you. Thanks so much.
Have a seat.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope you make it out of that okay. That was kind of...
I know, we'll check on it later.
Did you check out the white socks, by the way, he's wearing?
This is like a new thing. I'm trying to start a new trend.
Good luck.
You should start it.
I like to go with the basic black here, you know.
I know.
Kind of goes with the ensemble, yeah.
Well, it would match the collar, though.
That's exactly right. Well, there you are, yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Father Graham. Give him another hand. Father Graham, where did you grow up? I know nothing about you. I'd like to know.
I was born in a small town in Iowa. Just not very far from a farm. You can't be too far from a farm in Iowa, you know. My brothers all married farmers' daughters and that kind of thing. They were all from the same county, so you had the same wedding basically 3 times, you know. We just sort of had different grooms, but everybody else there was the same.
All the same family.
Right.
Just kidding.
The eyebrows kind of grow in after a while, you know, after a couple of generations. But.
Excellent. You're the you're the president of the school.
So it said.
Who's your idol leader or president or whatever?
Like U.S. president, any kind
Anything,
of president?
any leader. Who do you model yourself after, other than Jesus?
I could be a little embarrassed to learn that. All seriousness, a guy that I really admire is Jim Vitruba, who runs Northern Kentucky University across the river. He's very good at trying to figure out how to put a community and a university together. Has done wonderful work there, so I hope to be half as good as he is someday. I used to teach American history. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, there you are. See, so one of the things I used to teach was pre-Civil War stuff. So a favorite president of mine from that era would be Andrew Jackson for a whole variety of reasons. So lots of things that I wouldn't agree with and all that kind of thing, but he's a very strong, forceful personality, and he stood up for all kinds of good things. So.
Well, I think he's doing a pretty good job. Do you guys agree? So when did you decide to become a priest, and what made you kind of go that route?
Well, I was too ashamed to beg, and I wasn't able to work, you know, so I figured I had to kind of do something with my life. So seriously, it was in graduate school. A lot of people are surprised to hear this, but I went to church exactly 4 times when I was in college. Christmas Eve my freshman year, Christmas Eve my sophomore year, Christmas Eve my junior year, and you guessed it, Christmas Eve my senior year. So
smart audience.
There you go, right? Yeah, you're Xavier people though, right? You know, so I can't put any of this by you. But along the way, I had wonderful experience growing up, great parents, great grandparents, very loving family and all that. And I found that the questions that were the most important to me were questions about so who am I, what's going on inside me, what's going on in other people, all that kind of stuff. That's one kind of question. I majored in psychology to try to answer those questions. The other big questions for me were, what's all this about? You know, how's the world work? What can we hope for? And so on. Majored in philosophy for that stuff. So along the way, I just had been absorbed by those big picture questions. And through a whole chain of circumstances in graduate school and in the first couple of years, got to know somebody who was sort of in a position like me, working his way back into the church, trying to figure out what that might be like. He had a couple of uncles who were Jesuit priests. One thing led to another. I found myself on a retreat and asking the Jesuit priest who was directing me, so how did you come to decide to be a priest? And that was, at some point, the penny just dropped along the way.
Wow.
That's like the short version. There's like the 3-day version of the answer to the question.
Well, we have time. No, I'm just kidding.
We can do that like as a series next year.
Exactly.
Right?
Hey, he said he's coming next year. I didn't say it. He said it.
I've heard the money's good.
Yeah. Before we do any more questions, I get jealous of people who get to go to your house and eat. So in honor of you, I'm going to eat with you, so I say I could. We're going to have Father Graham crackers, and just you and me.
You know, I haven't heard that one since kindergarten, Arjay.
So here you go.
Oh, these are mine. Oh, I see. Okay. Thanks.
I've heard many a homily from you.
Thank you.
You're a very good speech writer. How'd you learn to do that? I need to know.
Well, you've got the first thing going for you. You're one hell of a ham.
I am a ham.
So, yeah, absolutely are. Absolutely are. So that'll serve you in good stead. So then it's just a matter of practicing, like anything. You know, like I couldn't have done what you're doing now when I was your age. No way. And so I'd say you work at it, you'll be pretty far along at some point.
Wow. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think so. David Letterman probably didn't start out this way, you know. So.
He was a weatherman, actually.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. This is more
I guess
prestigious.
that's what you guys in the industry sort of, you gossip about things like that.
Yeah,
right?
that's all we talk about, actually.
Right.
Just being on TV. But, guys, give another hand for Father Graham.
When in doubt, ask for applause, right?
Yeah. When it gets real awkward in here,
Yeah.
I'm just like, clap. Clap.
They're well trained.
Thank you very much for being on the show. You want to find out what happened to the rest?
Oh man,
of the story?
absolutely, yeah. I'm
Awesome.
just terrified for you. You know?
I
It's
know,
like,
me too.
you're still here, so something must have worked out okay. Except that was in the future, right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But let's check out what happened. Another hand for Father Graham.